What makes a good strategy game? The very first PC game I ever played was Age of Empires 2, and that changed my life forever. And ever since that day I stuck that disc into that computer drive, and after cleaning up all my Kleenex on the keyboard, I knew strategy games would hook me like a fish. My mentality was shifted, and I wanted to conquer the battlefields. But little old me realized I needed something better than the Dell discount computer that we had to truly command the world. And could you blame me? I had games from the Total War series, Company of Heroes, Mountain Blade, and StarCraft just begging for me to play them. But alas, poor little old me was stuck to the PlayStation 2 with no memory cartridge. To be honest, I really didn't even know how to use a cartridge when I was like 7. I was pretty stupid, but that's besides the point. I was stuck playing games on my PlayStation, leaving it turned on for weeks at a time in order to not lose my progress in games. And for years, that formula persisted. Strategy games came far and few between on my PlayStation. Once in a while, I'd rent Army Men RTS from the local library. Or maybe I'd get lucky and go play Dynasty Warriors over at a friend of mine's house. But nothing could really scratch the itch in between my cheeks. One cheek screaming, "Get a PC," and the other cheek screaming, "Get more games." And then one day, I did it. I spread my cheeks and let loose. I headed to newegg.com after saving up all the money I made one summer job working as grounds crew at the local golf course. And for months being knee deep in piss and shit water in the ditches, weed whacking all day, finally paid off for something. It made it all worthwhile, and on that day my life changed, and strategy games re-entered. All the games I wanted to try became part of my Steam library. Game after game I sunk hundreds of hours into, some of them even well over 1,000 hours, and something about them just could not get out of my head. The constant ever-shifting landscape of the battles, the outcomes, the enemies, and the allies. All of it was so fun to me. Civilization 5 and the Total War series are my most played games out of everything so far, and I have put so much of my life into those. They were my first lovers. I still play them to this day. A lot. But even after 10 plus years of gaming on the PC and getting all these great games and more new games coming out constantly, I think I can speak for all of us and say that we're junkies. We want more games. We want better games. We don't want slop. We want good quality passion projects. Something new, something exciting. Is it that too much to ask for? You know, there are plenty of really freaking good games that have come out lately. I love the strategy genre, but also when it gets mixed into different types of game modes, like adding in a first-person shooter element to it, or a tower defense, that's pretty cool. Then we get some resource management in there. And again, I'm not trying to be greedy, or am I? And there are amazing games coming out every single day. Kind of like this one, Artificial Extinction 2. Artificial Extinction 2 is a strategy game with elements of tower defense, resource management, and a first-person mode that can seamlessly change views, such as the inside of the battlefield and a more strategic top-down point of view, where you're able to build defenses, resource miners, power generators, and more to defend off waves of AI robots and mechs. The game is developed by a solo developer out of Toronto, and they've spent the last 4 years doing this all by themselves. And let me tell you, they have done an amazing job with this. Hey, isn't 4 years a long time to make a video game? Yeah, to people that say that, you're not thinking about things. It takes time. Like, it's really that simple. Like, you got life. Life happens. If you're the only one doing this, then yeah, it's probably gonna take a little bit longer. Yeah. And besides, right now with the demo, I've already got over 10 hours in it. I could probably put 40 hours into it and not get bored of it. So, you know, that's more than a lot of games that have come out lately. And this is just for like a tutorial. So when the full game comes out, I don't think I'll have any trouble having fun with anything new, especially with new defenses and new enemies. I mean, why? Why would I get bored? And hopefully some awesome future implementations or expanses come to the game. Ultimately, I think combining all the features of a game like Artificial Extinction 2 with like Civ 5 and like a Rome Total War game, oh my god, that would be awesome. Putting it on a scale of like 100 kilometers squared for the map, ooh, I'd be hardcore creaming. But enough glazing, let's start playing. Ah, that sucks. The game follows the premise of being dropped off at your starting base location on the map, and slowly building up a variety of defenses and resource gathering machines to defend off waves of enemies. Your character is essentially the base commander, who is under control of some AI all-knowing robot who assists you in your defenses with wise words and lots of witty remarks. And with the first-person shooter element of this game, it allows you to place your defenses and fight alongside your variety of turrets like the sniper, shotgun, and anti-drone turrets. But a quick reminder, don't get stuck in these turrets, cause it's a bitch moving around them sometimes. And being in first person fighting against these robots and mechs means you'll probably die a lot. But luckily, your conscious mind gets transferred over to a new robot body each death, so don't cower out of a fight. As you expand your base and build a solid line of defenses, you can call in the mothership once the extraction time has been completed, and you were able to successfully complete the first mission, and your defense is a victory. Maps in the demo, we are given a SAM turret to assist us in our air defense. And also there are 2 subsequent weapon and equipment upgrade buildings that need power towers to supply them with power, and tech points in order for you to upgrade your turrets, which is vital especially for the later game, especially when all the I cannot read that. But remember, when they destroy your items, the explosions can go from one to the next, so don't be lining your generators too close together, or you'll lose all of them at the same time like I did. Defending your equipment with your turrets is the best option alongside saving up your tech points. This allows you to purchase additional defenses, like the emergent drone and artillery, that'll help shred your enemies apart. And this is true especially in some of the hard to reach areas, like when they get dropped off from the enemy airships. That's annoying. But don't fall privy to the idea that defense is the most important thing. Early game really should be focused on improving all your resource gathering and energy production with a side note of anti-air and missile defense. Early game it was pretty easy to defend everything solo and without wasting a lot of the resources on these sniper turrets. Also, as a side note to the developer, when I place down the turrets in the paths of enemies, I can completely block their movement. And you can set this up with the power towers and push them kind of like way out of view, and it really gives you a big advantage. And I don't think that's supposed to be a part of it, because you can really cheese these enemies and play for like an extra hour easily. I mean, I got to the point where the game was just like really lagging because of how many enemies were just stuck back in the spawn points. As long as you upgrade your turrets and keep your builder drone busy, you'll do very well in the game. My general strategy would be switching in and out between first-person shooter and tactical view, and setting clusters of builds for my drone, like a few generators, then a few miners on the differing resources, and then a few air defenses, things like that. And I would repeat this process to keep a steady flow and keep the drone constantly moving and building, because as much as it builds, stuff will get destroyed constantly. But if you're constantly building, you need constant resources, and you gotta make sure that doesn't get destroyed. So it's a really fun set of balances there. From the first second of the game, I was hooked, and everything so far seems to be really well balanced, especially when it comes to like how much you have to defend, how much you have to fight, your tech points, getting your resources, managing all the different equipment items that you have and everything like that. It was all fairly easy and fun. That was like the big thing. You're not really stressed while playing this, because it's just big robots coming around just boom, boom, and then you die and you come back and you just go keep fighting. That's awesome. That's awesome. Style of gameplay with the real-time strategy, first-person mode, and the resource management is done incredibly. And the transitions between first-person and the top-down tactical viewpoint is done very well. It's smooth and simple. Maneuvering your soldier in the tactical view is frustrating at times because of their pathfinding and seemingly getting stuck on unbuilt blueprints of turrets all the time. But besides that, not really many issues. More importantly is the interface with the tactical view, and that's nice. It's simple, clean, and that's all you really need for it. It's easy to comprehend, and it doesn't do anything out of the ordinary that would make it really confusing for a first-time player. That's kind of what some of these games need to get more people to play them, is they gotta be a little bit simpler. And this game does a great job of that. And the same thing applies to the tech tree they have. It's simple, clean, and it works well. It does good, I'm good. Good. Graphics-wise, I love it. The explosions and effects from shooting the mechs and robots looks really good, especially with graphics turned up all the way. As the enemies increased though, the performance did start taking a hit, and I was getting a lot of frame drops, but whatever, that was also with kind of spamming enemies, kind of running it to the max and not playing the way it was supposed to be played. But aside from some of those little minor performance issues, for being a solo project, fantastic. While the game looks nice, it also plays nice too. Not just the overall gameplay, but the pace of the gameplay too. Nothing is too rushed, nothing felt too slow, enemy waves felt fair but also challenging, building takes time, but you can always build more and build better. You can counter your equipment getting destroyed by having a repair drone that automatically fixes the stuff. And if stuff gets destroyed, just send out a repair drone and it'll just fix it automatically. The game makes it easy to do a lot at once, I guess you can say. While my builder drone is putting up air defenses, my repair drone is fixing the shotgun turrets as I pick new techs and set up another 3 minutes of building orders for my drone. It's like a great roller coaster where it's a lot of fun, then you calm down a little bit, then it's a lot of fun, and then you calm down a little bit, but there's no stress. We're not screaming because it's scary Terry. It's a great mix of fun, super tiny amounts of like some stress maybe, but the overall fun to brain computational power, love it. Overall, the game is great and plays really well. I would love to have this as like a co-op online. That would be sweet, especially if you're able to build like a massive base with like 4 other people, and then you just defend it for as long as possible. You'd be playing for like 4 straight hours. And the dream would be seeing a game kind of like this on a scale 100 times the size. All good things take time, so check out the game right now. I'm happy to see indie developers and small teams and solo developers making games and passion projects that even they're happy about. It keeps me excited for the future of gaming, especially as we see more AAA titles create slop garbage, especially because they're being greedy and manipulative little bitches. I'm really enjoying the game and everything so far about it. Besides a few small minor issues, the game performs well and should be talked about for 2026. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to check out Artificial Extinction 2. The demo is over on Steam and I believe it's getting released in the first quarter of 2026. So make sure to check that out. As always, have fun, play games, do whatever, like, comment, subscribe, the usual shtick. And thank you for watching. I will see you all in the next one. Bye.
I have to stop.